This is the Oculus / Meta Quest lineup of VR headsets, excluding the Quest 3S and Quest Pro. I don't need a Quest 3S, and the Quest Pro is really expensive and not really good for its value. Quest 1 is the oldest headset, obviously. It is an Oculus branded headset. It was never called Meta, it was always Oculus. This was before they rebranded to Meta. So every Quest 1 will always have the Oculus logo on it. It basically looks like a Quest 2 but black, so yeah. The Quest 1 and the Quest Pro are the only black headsets in the entire lineup. Next up we have the Quest 2. The Quest 2 is, again, pretty much the Quest 1, but white. It has the same tracking cameras, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. And finally, we have the Quest 3, which has a completely different tracking array. There's like 3 pill-shaped sensors at the front, and then on the sides, there's 2 little tracking cameras on the sides as well. So, we're going to be comparing all 3 of these headsets, and then going over which one is the best. Each headset will get a score out of 10, depending on how good they are, and yeah, let's just get it started.
Oculus Quest is an all-in-one VR system.
Firstly, we have the Quest 1. This is a custom strap, by the way. But on the side, we have headphone jack. Can't see it, there we go. USB-C. These are the tracking, I think this is for controllers, and the bottom one's for pass-through. And on the other side, we have a power button and a charging status. And there's another headphone jack. And then we've got the Oculus logo at the front. And this light here that shows you if it's on or not. Then at the bottom, we have IPD adjustment slider. As you can see, it moves the lenses like that. And we have volume buttons. Inside, we have the 2 Fresnel lenses and the little light here that detects if you're wearing it or not. These are the Quest 1 controllers. They're also the same controllers used on the Rift S. They're both identical. Now, I'll have to give some bonus points because my Quest 1 controllers are kind of like Rogan. The joystick drift on both of these are absolutely horrendous. Like, you can barely use anything that involves using the joysticks because the joysticks will just completely freak out and there's no fixing it. And also there's a cracked ring here, so these are the smallest controllers and they kind of just like melt into your hands. Because on the Quest 2 and 3 there's an area to like rest your thumb on the end, but like here you have to rest them on the buttons or the thumbstick, which I guess it's fine, but like X and Y on your left controller, a thumbstick, a clickable thumbstick, and your menu button on your left controller. And then you have a trigger, index trigger, and a grip button. And then on your right controller, you have A, B, menu button, Oculus button, whatever you want to call it, thumbstick, clickable thumbstick, index, and grip. This button layout has basically been exactly the same ever since the original Oculus Rift with the touch controllers, and they haven't changed it since, so yeah. Okay, basically what I'm going to do is, I'm going to power it on, and then we'll see how long it takes to boot up. So, holding down the power button, when the Meta logo appears, that's when the timer starts. Okay, it's appeared. Oh, okay, you can see my profile picture. Okay, it has booted up. Okay, we are now recording on the Quest 1. There's very visible screen door effect. If you don't know what screen door effect is, it means you can basically see the pixels on the screen. But I will say the OLED screen is noticeable and it's really nice. Very sad thing about the Quest 1 is that I think it lost support like 2 years ago or something like that. Yeah, we're on version 50. The latest version of the Quest OS is like version 72, so we're only 20 versions behind, guys. If we go to the camera, right, you can only record up to 36 FPS. On the Quest 2, 3, and all that, you can record in 60 FPS, so that kind of sucks. The Quest 1 does support hand tracking, actually, so if I see, yeah, it supports hand tracking. It's not that bad either. I mean, yeah, okay, it's very, okay, compared to the Quest 2 and Quest 3, it's very stiff. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's nowhere near as good as the Quest 2 and 3, but it is usable. So, let's just hop into the game, shall we? Let's just hop into Gorilla Tag. Oh, the stump. Oh, here we go. Alright, yeah, here's the Quest 1 announcement. You will only be able to play together, there'll be no seasonal changes. Quest 1 will be announced from the start. Okay, so pretty much I can only play with Quest 1. How many Quest 1 users are online? Oh my goodness. Oh, stop! I swear. It keeps lagging. Yo, what is going on with the lighting? The heck? Let's try going on infection default queue, right? There's 69 players online. Let's see if we can find someone in these lobbies.
I'm using Red Quest 1. It's sometimes I get stuck on the ground for some reason. Yes, turned.
This feels so weird. There's only this doesn't feel right. Official gorilla tag with only that many. That's just so weird.
Okay, that's it. That's it. One. Oh, you put
Yeah.
one.
Oh, okay, we're in. So that's pretty much everything. That's like Gorilla Tag on the Quest 1. Again, no more updates, but at least you still have servers, right? At least you still have some amount of players to play with, but yeah. We will do a salute to the Quest 1 users. Gosh. Rest in peace, Quest 1, am I right, guys? Without this headset, this channel would have never existed. And I wouldn't be here with this space map in Gorilla Tag. Just gotta thank this headset, man.
I'm playing on it too. It is black on it. It said it's a MetaQuest 2. I have a MetaQuest 2 is what he said, but I might have one. I swear, I asked Santa for number 2 because I want.
Wait, I actually feel so bad. He wanted a Quest 2 for Christmas, but he got a Quest 1, and now he's stuck in this update. Oh man, that sucks for him. I feel so bad. That was Gorilla Tag on Standalone, but now we're going to test it on PC. Now, usually when I play PCVR, I use Steam Link. In my testing, it has the least latency, but since Steam Link doesn't actually support Quest 1, we're going to be using Virtual Desktop. We'll also use Virtual Desktop on the Quest 2 and 3 just to do an even comparison. Okay, I set up the microphone and everything on Virtual Desktop, so I'm recording on OBS and on the Quest itself. So this is technically the only way to actually play on the current update and on like the proper servers of Gorilla Tag. So okay, yeah, there is a bit of delay. That's not nice, but how about we just go in infection? What queue are we in? We're on default queue. Let's turn off voices. We don't want to hear a bunch of voices. So yeah, let's just try going on infection, see how well I am. I suck at Gorilla Tag, so yeah. I think the delay is making me slightly faster. Oh my gosh, the delay is horrible. Alright, let's go first person, okay. The delay is making my hands like... Yeah, the delay is very strange. I think I've said delay like 50 times now, but still. Oh my goodness, why is the delay so bad? Oh, I think I know why. Wait, let me set my internet settings differently. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh boy, the Quest 2. Probably the most iconic headset in this lineup. This is the headset everybody knows, everybody loves. The best-selling VR headset of all time, I'm pretty sure. Like, in 2020, everybody got this because of lockdown. So, yeah. Perfect timing to sell a VR headset, guys. 2020. I'm actually going to take this silicone cover off so you can actually see the proper headset. So, let's do that. With one thing, I will say... The Quest 2 being white is much easier to see dirt and grime. You can see on the controllers. you can see these black marks. These black marks are very common, especially with Gorilla Tag players. This is the Meta version. When they rebranded to Meta, they actually changed the logo on their headsets and on the controllers. You can see it shows the little Meta icon there. But other than that, the Oculus Quest 2 and Meta Quest 2 are basically the same. On the front, you have your 4 tracking cameras. These work exactly the same as the Quest ones. And then you have the Meta logo up here. On this side, you have 1 headphone jack and a charging port. On the other side, no extra headphone jack. They removed the extra headphone jack and just kept 1. But there's still a power button, but it's sideways now, and there's a light on the side. At the bottom, we have no IPV adjustment, and we have volume buttons. Now, instead of having there being like a manual IP adjustment, now there's just a 3-step system. These are the Quest 2 controllers, and I'm gonna be honest, these are my least favorite controllers out of the bunch. They're the biggest ones here, and that's because of this thumb rest, but this thumb rest is just kind of uncomfortable, and they're pretty chunky. Like, when I first got this, I had to get used to it being as big as it is. But they're probably the least comfortable, but they're still decent. Same button layout, except there's a thumb rest now. That's just... yeah, I thought it was a touchpad when I first saw it, but no, it's just a thumb rest. Like the original touch controllers. But, yeah, same button layout as the Quest 1. So this is the same home environment that I used on the Quest 1. And as you can see, the mirror... actually, I think the mirror's moved. I think it was there. And there's a new, like, portal here that's only available on Quest 2 and up. Right, let's see how long it takes to load into Gorilla Tag now. Oh, and we're in. And we're still on the latest update. Oh, wow, okay, no, the FPS is perfectly fine. Oh, it's just loading everything. Okay, yeah. FPS is perfectly fine here. And we're still on the latest update, so we don't have to worry about that. I'd say that the controllers are definitely heavier, a bit more bulky, so, yeah. So it's kind of hard to, like, move around faster. But this is definitely lighter, so it's lighter on your head, putting less pressure. Because the Quest 1 is very forehead heavy. I'm going to put the straps on this, because these controllers are very easy to drop. So this is just running some infection, default queue, on the headset itself. Yo, let's see this person. How did I miss that? Classic code. Okay, we're in a default private code. Yeah, on Quest 1, remember that it froze for like, I think like 10 seconds? That was just like a 1 second freeze. And there's all the cosmetics as well. It was so weird seeing it empty on the Quest 1. That was just strange. But yeah, we still have all the stuff. Christmas update, everything. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, another thing is, there's the LCK thing, which isn't on the Quest 1. So you have the camera mod and everything. So that's cool, I guess. But the Quest 1 doesn't have that. I'm going to put that back though. I bet if the Quest 1 had that, it would be unbearable. That's probably why they didn't update it for Quest 1, because the camera mod will probably be laggy as heck. Let's see how long it takes to load into custom maps. Yeah, I think that was actually the same time as the Quest 1. Not gonna lie. Let's just go in the same 2 maps we tested on Quest 1. I think the haptics, the vibrations... oh right, there was no vibrations on Quest 1. Okay, but yeah. Gliding. I'm gonna say the tracking feels pretty much the same, to be honest. Obviously, it's gonna have more FPS. It's playing at 90 Hz, where the Quest 1 only played at 72 Hz. Okay, we're in SteamVR now. Okay, we're on OBS now. Latency. Okay, so I think it is a Quest 1 problem, because I'm connected to the exact same internet I was using on my Quest 1. And it's way less latency. Okay, so we're on infection, PCVR. Let's just do some running, you know? This is how the pros do it, right? When you just do that. I suck at Gorilla Tag. What's this guy doing? What does this guy think he is? What do you think I am? Made of lava? Why are you freaking out so much? Quest 2 PCVR is decent. So, yeah, it's perfectly fine. I have no complaints. It's a tiny bit laggy, but I've known on Steam Link it's less laggier, and that's free. But if you want more customizability, like software, look, there's like so much things you can change. Whoa. Now, some of the newer games, I know J-Man's game, like I think it came out recently. It's only on Quest 3 at the moment, because it has performance issues, but I know they're releasing it on Quest 2 soon, so yeah. Okay, Quest 3. Well, first of all, it is absolutely crazy how thin this thing is. Let me get a Quest 2 for comparison, right? Look how thin this is, right? Now the reason this is so much thicker is because these are Fresnel lenses, and Fresnel lenses need a lot of space to magnify the displays on the inside to properly like get it into your head. While these use pancake lenses, which are much more thinner and require way less space, making these much more thinner and compact. First of all, at the front, you have your 3 tracking pills shaped things. So the middle one is a depth sensor, which will allow you to scan your room to do like mixed reality. These 2 pills here is for tracking the controllers and also for the RGB pass-through. These 2 tracking cameras on the side is also for the controllers. So on this side here, you have the charging port, power button, and the tracking camera. And over here, we have 1 headphone jack. At the bottom, we have these. If you're wondering what these are charging pins, because there's an accessory that lets you make that's like a charging dock for the Quest 3. Over here, we have volume button. And then here is the IPD adjustment. Okay, on the Quest 3, the first thing you notice when you put it on is the pass-through. And I gotta say, the color pass-through is decent. You can use your computer screen, right? You can do some very important... Oh my days. You can do some very important work. Whoa! And then it shows that thing. You click connect, right? You can load back into your environment, and as you can see, look, oh my gosh, it shows my monitor in real life. And it has keyboard tracking, but I don't think it works well with my keyboard. I'm not sure why. I actually like these controllers. They have no rings on them. There's no rings, look. No rings. The haptics on them are very different. They feel like they're at the same button layout. There's no like weird thumb rest pad. It's just you just rest it there, and it's angled as well. Okay, on Quest 3, I will say it feels a lot harder to run. So that's one of the disadvantages. On Quest 3, I feel it's much harder to like move. I think it feels much more stiff. But like it's very slight. It's not that much of a disadvantage, but it just feels slightly more stiff. Right, going into the virtual desktop now. Okay, we're on a PCVR. Okay, on PCVR. Okay, it's lagging quite a bit actually. It was like, okay, I think this is actually slightly worse latency than yeah, there's slightly more latency than the Quest 2. The Quest 2 felt less jittery, like it keeps freezing. Maybe it's because it's a higher resolution. I could try changing that, but like we're just gonna stay on default resolution because then there'll be like a good comparison. I will say on PCVR, I think because of the latency, it's making me move a lot faster. So yeah, that's one thing. Also, the tracking seems to be much more glitchy. This is why I use Steam Link. I used to use Virtual Desktop, but then I tried out Steam Link, and it's, in my opinion, it just works way better, less latency and everything. So I usually use Steam Link, but since we can't use Steam Link on Quest 1, I'm using Virtual Desktop. Virtual Desktop has a lot more latency, but it's a good comparison. Why is that kid waiting for us? What was he trying to do there? Got him! Alright, let's try running. Yeah, the Quest 2 was actually less laggier, but the Quest 1 was more, I think, had more latency. But yeah, Quest 3 is a bit laggy. It's so weird. Okay, so Quest 3 seems to be much laggier than I was expecting on Virtual Desktop. Might be because of the higher resolutions. On Steam Link, it's perfectly fine, so I think it's just a Virtual Desktop thing. But PCVR, if you have decent internet, yeah, perfectly fine, again. You also have all the good things like pancake lenses, mixed reality, all that. So they're basically the best of the best you're going to get in the Meta Quest lineup. Again, the Quest Pro exists, but it actually has worse displays. It is an OLED, but it has worse displays, and it's more uncomfortable apparently. And also, the pass-through is slightly worse, but it does have eye tracking and face tracking, but like, eh. The Quest 3 has body tracking, I think, like upper body tracking, so that's cool. Quest 3, bit pricey, but overall, pretty decent. Yeah, very decent actually. I've had no problems with this thing, so yeah, just a good headset.